What do you think we should call today's video? Like, should we call it Boredom Bustin'? Boredom Bustin', that is a mouthful. But Boredom Bust. Oh my gosh, my brain's like Boxrest Boredom Busting. Like, that is a bit of a mouthful. That's like a tongue twister. Or I'm a celebrity horse, get me out of here. Although Joey cannot get out because you've been trapped in. You're imprisoned, aren't you, Joseph? You're not allowed out. You're stuck inside. Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh, it's raining food. It's raining food. Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you how I've kept this horse somewhat sane while being on Boxrest, because he's a 500 kilogram animal that is born to be out in the fields, running around, and he's had to be trapped in for medical purposes because he's on Boxrest, because he had his injury. I'll leave a little iCard if you don't know what's happened to Joey, but basically he's on Boxrest at the moment. I have just put some food up at the moment for him because for today's video I'm going to be going through things that have helped me with Boxrest for him, but also I'm going to be trying some of the things that you guys recommended. So I actually have a little pile of snacks and goodies and food, so I did have to quickly put that up because Joey saw all the food and had a little bit of a tantrum because, like, why have you put all this beautiful food in front of me and have not allowed me to have any? So first off, we have, this is a makeshift swinger. I'm very lucky to work with Silvermoor. They've gifted me so many treats and things to keep Joey happy. So this is one of their Grassabix blocks, and we've put it in a net, but then we've also hung it up like a swinger just so it's a little bit more tricky for Joey to eat. And one of these will probably last him like an hour, maybe an hour and a half, when he does press it against the wall there. As you can see, he's got the knack for it now. But I'll go for a hack with Casper and I'll come back and he'll still be eating it. So that does last him quite a while. Let me grab something that has helped probably the most. And this is the new yard radio. So the boys have been listening to a bit of Radio 1 recently. They've been liking that, you know, banging out to some tunes. This is actually a shower radio because I thought if it's going to be outside, I want a waterproof one. A lot of you guys, when I showed this to you on my other socials, you said that it looked like the Toy Story radio, which I think it does, like, a little bit. Also, we know when it runs out of battery because I'll just be like editing in the office and I'll just hear Joey suddenly start neighing. And if he starts neighing, it's either because the radio's run out of battery and that's stopped, or that he's run out of food. It's always one or the other. So having a radio, I feel like he's just a lot happier. Yeah, he has something to listen to. He also has Mickey next door, so he always has Mickey or Casper. They kind of do a switch around. One stays in the morning and then one stays in the afternoon. Just so Mickey and Casper still do get paddock time. Hey Mix, you've been such a good boy. He has been incredible being Joey's little stable companion. But anyway, yeah, a radio is it helped so much more than I was expecting, so that has been great. Something that kept Joey very happy when he was in hospital and when he's at home now was his ball, or battle ball, if you guys have seen my food battle series. I feel like this year there's just like no point doing food battle because Joey is obviously going to win. The last, like, however many weeks he's been on Boxrest, I think we're on week 11 now, I want to say. He has literally just been training for the food battle, so he's going to be incredible. So I've been putting in the some treats like this just into the ball. Some of them, if I open it up, some of these end up being like a little bit longer than the others. So the longer ones, what I do is I will kind of like break them in half just so they can get out of the ball a little bit easier. Oh, hello, would you like a treat? So a few of them you can snap in half. There we go. Just so they fit in there a little bit better. And then it seems like he has more treats because they're all broken up. But anyway, oh, okay. Are you bored of your Grassabix now and you'd rather have the battle ball? Okay, this horse has a very busy brain and he is very food orientated. So most of these tips are probably to do with food and toys. So, okay, back Joey. There we go. You have that. You can hear him bashing around. Oh, Mickey, you okay? Now, obviously, when Joey gets food, Mickey has to have the food as well. If not, he gets a little bit upset, don't you? Oh, you are very hungry. Oh, I'm being attacked. Oh my gosh, I'm going to be covered in slobber by the end of this video. Oh my gosh, I have two very hungry horses. Forget hungry hippos. It should be hungry horses. There we go. Okay. Oh. Thank you, Mickey. Okay, I'm stepping away from the treats. All of the treats and toys I've showed you so far is just made of compressed grass. So if you have a horse that maybe is prone to laminitis or can't have like a high sugar diet, which a high sugar diet isn't good for horses anyway, but if they really can't have sugar, then I thought I'd show you some other things that don't necessarily involve food. So this is a stable toy, and when we first put it up, we literally had to take it down that night because Joey was just chewing this and it had so much slobber on. So this is more of like a daytime kind of thing where we're like, okay, Joey, you've had enough food now. You can play with your little horsey toy instead. Also, it has a plastic bottle inside, so it does make like a cool noise. He's too busy with his ball down there. But I was actually really surprised that Joey liked this. I honestly thought it was just going to be hanging there and a bit of a waste of money, just hanging up and him just being like, it's not food, I'm not bothered. But actually, I don't know what it's like made of like a suede material, but for some reason he absolutely loves this. Also, something else that has helped so much is Joey gets a bit of FOMO. Joey is not allowed to look out of the window in his stable. So his window is currently boarded up with cardboard, so he can't see the outside world. He can't see Duke or when Mickey's out there or when Casper's out there grazing and having fun in the field. He just thinks, oh, everyone else is in. Like, I've got my little paddock buddy, or not paddock buddy, I've got my little stable buddy next to me. Nobody else is like having fun in the field. They're just here with me chilling. To be fair, it's not been too bad because it's been winter, so they are in a little bit more because it's dark and things in the winter. So it's not been awful with FOMO. But Mickey here has been such a good boy, keeping me in company. And then also, yeah, the cardboard, when the cardboard fell down once, it was not good. He was very upset that he realised that there was an outside world and horses were having fun out in the field without him. So poor Joey. The cardboard does work, doesn't it, mate? What are you doing? Oh, I think a chunk of this has fallen down into the stable and he's just licking it off the floor. So that's what he's doing. Also, a lot of these are quite on the messy side. So apologies for the owners that, or the horse carers. You've got a bit more cleaning to do. Next, for something that's a little bit more of a treat for a special occasion, we have some higher sugar kind of food. So we have carrots. So this is a carrot ball, just ordered this online. You guys would have probably seen this in last year's food battle, but what you do is you can like put more air in it so it's a little bit more tricky, so the carrots can't come out as much. What I quite like doing, because sometimes it's a little bit of a faff trying to get a string down, tie stuff to it, especially if the horse is already in there, like Joey, he will try and eat it while you're trying to hang it up, so it can be a little bit tricky sometimes, especially if you're shorter like me and you're probably having to stretch up high. So this carrot ball you can hang from a bit of string, but you can just put it in the stable like a football. So I will pop that in there now. I don't know if he's going to be too excited by all the other treats he's getting right now. Like, this is probably the highlight of Joey's week, getting all these treats all at once. Hey, would you like the carrot ball? There we go. So he just likes to, this is really good enrichment for him, like using his nose. He moves around a little bit. But yeah, there you go. You can see him in action with the carrot ball. I think I do prefer it on the ground. It's just a bit easier. But he's going for it. Also, you have to make sure that the stable door is shut sometimes, because if not, he will just move the ball out of the stable and then he gets upset because he can't reach it anymore. But, oh, you're more interested by all the bits of grass on the floor? Oh no, he's going back for more. Oh, Mick, should we give you some food? Yes, yes. So this is, I'm actually just going to chuck this over the stable door because you are too excited. Back, back, back. Good boy, there you go. So that was literally just compressed grass, and that's what Mickey would have been eating out in the field anyway. So they're probably my favourite treats just because they're low in sugar. They're just what they'd be eating anyway. It's like giving them hay. So Mickey there is having a good time. Both horses are happy because they both have food. Basically, if your horse has food and has company of another horse, then most of the time, well, in Joey's case, most of the time he is pretty happy. Oh, okay, I'm gonna get out the rain shower of grass. So I might have to take this treat ball away because you can just hear Joey going bang, 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 bang. Am I gonna have to take it away? A lot of you have suggested putting a mirror in Joey's stable. This is like a plastic one, so I don't have to worry about it shattering, so it's safe for the horses. Also, I feel like the reason why I haven't really done this one yet is because a lot of people have said to use it because then Joey can see another horse, he can see himself, but because he's got Mickey as like his little companion, or Casper when Casper's in, I feel like I haven't had to use this, but you never know. It'll be interesting to put it in there and see what he thinks. So Joey, what's this? It's yourself. I think he's going to be more interested in the food, knowing Joey being Joey. Are we going to have to take the food? Oh, you've gone into llama mode. Hey, look, what's this? Is that you? Is that you? Yeah? What do you think? What do you He's like, I've seen a mirror before. I've been and done my dressage tests. That's not interesting. Food, much more interesting. So if we had to like rate these out of 10 or whatever, then I'm pretty sure the food would have a higher score than the mirror, if I'm honest. I will put it up in a stable though. A lot of the stable things I am very cautious because obviously Joey has hurt himself. I don't want him to hurt himself more. So a lot of the stable toys, I do make sure that I use them while I'm here just so I can supervise and make sure that nothing goes wrong. Hey, because you are very accident prone, as we can all tell and see. But yeah, should we try something else? On to the next thing. Yes? Okay, I'm getting rained on. Another activity that I've been doing, which is again more of a treat because apples do have a bit more sugar in, and you don't want to have a horse inside that's just like overexcited because they've had so much food and so much sugar. But if you have a horse that maybe doesn't like drinking as much in their stable, Casper's definitely one of those horses. He drinks way more out in the field than he does in his stable. Somebody suggested putting apple juice in their water to make it a little bit sweeter if your horse doesn't like drinking that much. But apple bobbing, Joey loves a good bit of apple bobbing. It's his favourite thing. As you guys know from Food Battle, he is very good at it. But I think the grass might be winning over the apple. Ooh. I mean, should I put it in your water, or I kind of just want to give it to him as a treat now? Should I put it in your water? Okay. I'm coming in. Let's time you. Let's see how quickly Joey can do the apple bobbing challenge, because there's only one. Okay, you ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, sorry, I splashed it in his face then. That wasn't very clever. Oh, how long was that? Joey, I just turned my back and you got it. He's got too good at this, guys. There's no point doing a food battle. Like, he's just going to win. Maybe he could be like the adjudicator or the judge. Because look at that. That was seconds. Not even that, milliseconds. And now he's done. Oh, thank you, Joey. Oh, I'm just going to step back a bit because I don't particularly want your slobber all over me as much as I love you. That was so quick. Oh my goodness. We also have the swingers that loads of you guys, if you've been watching my channel for a while, will know that my horses love these. We've recently been putting them in a net just because I find it's a little bit more tricky for them to eat it or chew it or whatever. But as you can see, we've been putting the grasshoppics in there, all the swingers. So we've been kind of playing around. Maybe we should do like a time trials and see which one Joey manages to eat quicker, because I think that would be really interesting, because sometimes I feel like the swingers he takes longer and sometimes I feel like the grasshoppics in the net takes longer. So we'll have to see, Joey, hey? So that's pretty much most of the things that I've been doing to help Joey. The thing that's probably also helped the most, obviously every horse is very different, every case is very different, and also always take advice from the professionals in your life, so vets, physios, that kind of thing, on what you do with your horse. Some people suggested treat stretches. I did talk to my physio about this. There are some stretches that we are allowed to do and some that we aren't, because you didn't want to put any extra strain on Joey's wounds or injuries. Also, my heart goes out to anyone who also has their horse on Boxrest at the moment, especially for you that are on livery. I'm really lucky that, you know, I can be here. I work from home, so I can be here as much as possible. Joey's favourite thing is when I'm here and is when people are around. So when I'm mucking around or when I'm filming here, Joey loves having like a sense of like a herd. So when more people are here, that's when he's his happiest. So, oh, thank you, Joey. Also, something that's helped us the most, which again is from our vet's advice, is giving him some Reliquin when we're doing in-hand walking. That was the one thing that Joey found so exciting. It did get to the stage once or twice where he did become a little bit dangerous, but since having that, like 40 minutes before I walk him or work him or that kind of thing, or do a rehab session with him, he is so much more calm and safe. And you've got to keep your horse safe, but you've also got to keep yourself safe. So please stay safe out there with horses, guys. But anyway, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you have any other Boxrest tips or things, leave them in the comments. Let me know if you've ever had a horse on Boxrest, what your best tip is. Because for me, I'd probably say Joey having a friend, Joey having food, and Joey having the radio on. Those are probably the 3 things that have kept him sane throughout these last few weeks. So thank you so much for watching. If you're new or have not done so already, Please like and subscribe, it really does help me out and I really do appreciate it. And I'll see you all next time. Bye. Hey Jojo, are you ready to have the radio back on? Yeah? Yeah, you ready? There we go. Hey? You like your music?